listen to what's inside you, as the truth will set you free. Okay, I'm going to do a targeted individual psychic reading. It's been ages since I've done one of these for the YouTube collective. So we'll see what you need to know. Okay, if you want a personalised reading, drop down to the video description. You can find my Beacons AR link there. You can book phone and video chat from £25 or same day guaranteed recorded from 10. Right, sales pitch out the way. So, yeah. So I feel like with this collective, I think it kind of feels like you're aware of something. You're aware of something, but you're in a little bit of denial, and that's keeping you in the Hanged Man there. So kind of stuck. Now, normally with the Hanged Man, what I'd be saying is to shift your perspective, but I kind of don't want to go there. What I want to say is that this has something to do with somebody who's kind of kept you stuck in a hanged position. They've also affected the energy around you. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, it's time to face the reality of the situation. It's time to see the facts in the situation for what it really is. No more excuses. No more hiding the truth that you know that is within you. Okay, and then I'm seeing a little dot of light, and it's starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, you are supposed to be shining that light. Okay, you are the light bearer. You are here to expose the darkness. Okay, this is what your mission has been all along. Okay, don't be afraid to do it. Okay. Many around you have attempted to steal and take what was yours, aka your light. And it's time to expose that. Okay, no more excuses. Okay, I want to say this person rather than these people have skulked and hidden in the shadows and attempted to steal what's yours. They've manipulated energetically or in the physical. Okay, because remember, 90% of spiritual war is psychological. People try and egg whiskey brain. Okay, in order to stop you on this divine path. I want to say that they are under the orders of others. They are under the orders of others, and I don't think they even realise that. Okay, so it's like they've fought this person. I think at some point they would have been a friend of yours, a supporter of yours, etc. But somewhere along the way, as you've had to put your time, effort, and energy into other people, into other areas, they've fallen in line with another group or collective. Okay, and this leader of this group or collective is a narcissist, okay, and they've manipulated people around them in this group. Now, this group, it's been done in, I want to say, it's been done in such a long play, subtle way that this person and this group that they are involved with don't even seem to realise. Okay, they've been slowly and subtly drip fed the narcissistic lies, and then now I want to say this person in particular, in your case, has been feeding information back to one of your attackers. Okay, and I feel like this is going to come to light. They're going to say something, they're going to do something, and it's going to be undeniable. Now, I feel like with yourself, I feel like you've had suspicions about this person for some time. I think that you've kind of held them at arm's length. Okay, but because it kind of feels a little bit like it's been some time since they've come in for any information, and I think that they're going to be coming in for some information now, and it's got a Freudian slip type energy to it. Or they're going to say, "Oh, I've been doing X, Y, and Z with one of your attackers." Okay, yeah, I think it kind of feels a little bit like they've been playing the social norms and niceties games. So I think that they know that you have an issue with this person. I don't think it's like overtly been said that you have an issue with this person, but I think it's kind of known that you have an issue with this person, one of your main attackers. And I think that this person rides their luck in regard to knowing that you're not going to say anything, because I think they've tested the water in the past. I think they've kind of said, oh, what do you think about such and such? And you've kind of kept it neutral, because I think even back then, and I think this goes a while back, I think that you had suspicions about this person that we're talking about now, that they might have been feeding information back and kind of playing both sides. Well, I don't even want to say playing both sides off, sorry, because I feel like they've become fully ingrained and indoctrinated into the brainwashing that has come from this leader. Okay, it's got a bit of a cult type energy to it. Okay, I want to say that this leader, okay, is under the delusion that they are someone that they are not. It's almost like they think that they're kind of anointed in some way, and they're not. They're just a narcissist. But they've controlled and manipulated those people within their circle to the point that a lot of these people, I want to call them followers, would go to great lengths for this person, because they have spun this deluded insanity that they are somebody of importance and of ethereal hierarchy, and they're not. They're not. I think they've probably got an old soul. I think they've probably got a lot of kind of ancient wisdom in them. But it's almost like, you know, when you get these religious nuts and they say that they're either Jesus, or they're an incarnation of, or they're a bloodline. You know what I mean? It's got that kind of air to it, and it's almost like this person that we're talking about, who's kind of going to come creepy crawling in. It's almost like they have questions and doubts. I think that they've got the head screwed. They've not been completely brainwashed into going, oh my God, yes, this person is who they say they are. But it's got a little bit of an air of, much like what keeps people stuck in religious doctrine, that, some people at some point they question it, but that fear of, but what if it is real? What if this person is who they say they are? What could they do to me? Now, this leader, I think that they have mastered and they understand the art of energy manipulation, and I feel like that they've flexed that. I feel like they've flexed that with their followers. It's almost like they might have so what I've got coming in my mind is Darth Vader when he's doing the kind of death grip. It's a little bit like that. It's almost they've flexed that energy. So somebody might have kind of questioned them on it, like, can you really do that? And they've gone, right, well, watch me. And they've basically kind of psychically attacked, not the person we're talking about, somebody else. So it's put this fear and doubt into people's minds that, Christ, what if they are who they say they are? Number one. Number two, I don't want that happening to me, because people by and large are cowards. Absolute cowards. They can't face or stand up for themselves, so they kind of fall in line. Okay, so yeah, this person's kind of coming in to gather information basically, but like I say, I feel like there's going to be something been said. There's going to be something said, or there's going to be a Freudian slip, something along those lines, which is going to reveal. And at that point, that is then your job to go, nah, enough's enough, right? So Queen of Wands, Queen of the Thrones of the Flame. So you are the Queen of Wands, and you're being asked to be the Queen of Wands in this situation. Sit back, don't chase the track, know your worth and value, don't argue with idiots, don't get pulled into it. Okay, I want to say keep tight lips, right? 9 of Cups, Lord of Material Happiness, King of Swords, Prince of the Chariots of the Winds. Okay. What this feels like is that you're in, and you're going to continue to be in, this material happiness. You've hit a sweet spot. All that hard work and effort you've put in, it's starting to manifest and materialize in the 3D. With the King of Swords there, again, I'm going to say this is the masculine energies within you, and I want to say it's time to keep a level head. Okay, I want to say the time to release the sword, verbally speaking here, will come later. Okay, will come later. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position, Lord of Material Trouble, Six of Wands in the reverse position, Lord of Victory. So I think that what's happening here is that this person and the main leader, they've started to hit some material troubles, okay? And it's because for a period of time they've been kind of energetically siphoning your abundance, and they've been putting blocks in your abundance. So it's starting to turn back around, it's starting to hit them, and they're starting to realize we ain't going to get the victory that we thought we were going to get here. Okay, the button is being pushed on them, so they're coming in to try and gain some information, some kind of knowledge, something about what you're doing, how you're getting on, etc. And it's designed to kind of throw you back off so that they can kind of take control again. 2 of Wands, Lord of Dominion. Okay, so that's what they're wanting. They're wanting to grasp the situation, take control of it with their dominion. 4 of Swords, Lord of Rest from Strife. Okay, 9 of Wands, Lord of Great Strength. Okay, and it's because you're going into this rest period before you start elevating up into a new energy. Okay, they're starting to fall by the wayside. Things are starting to crumble and crack, and they're being fueled by this main leader who's taking the biggest hits. And then again, it's just a visual representation, this one, but it's like I can see somebody's face, and it's almost like it's cracking, it's crumbling, it's starting to go to dust. You know, they've chanced their luck with somebody who's anointed, basically. Right, Temperance card, Daughter of the Reconcilers, and then we've got Justice card. Okay, so with the Temperance card there, because she's pouring in the flames, the lightning and the water into the kind of goblet, the cauldron. I feel like there is some ethereal support that's coming in now, and it's mixing the situation up. Just to go a bit more standard rider weights with that as well, you're being told to stay in alignment. Okay, that is going to bring in the justice you deserve. Okay, 9 of Swords, Lord of Despair and Cruelty. Fortitude in the reverse. There we go. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Right, so this person, the justice that's going to come in is this person is going to receive the despair and cruelty that they wanted on you, that they attempted to place on you through energy manipulation, through black magic, through the classic one, you know, rumours, gossip and lies. Okay? Well, they're being knocked off their high horse. That strength, that fortitude that they thought that they could steal from you is getting taken away. And it's got a little bit of an air of potentially sources giving them a little bit of a taste of falsified strength, fortitude. Okay, this person's a coward. This person's actually a child. And, you know, for me, if you need to surround yourself with groupies, if you need to surround yourself with people who are going to blow smoke up your arse and tell you this, that and the other, you're actually extremely weak. You know, strong people stand alone for a long period of time. Okay, they stand their ground, and it's all about learning how strong you are, learning how in the depths of despair you can still survive it, you know. And this person hasn't got a clue. I think that they've been spoiled, they've been pampered, they've surrounded themselves with yes people their entire life. Okay, it feels always like they've needed some little bitch around them. So, you know, friend, quote unquote, partner, and somebody who they can use as basically a bit like a verbal punch bag, so that they can, you know, because it's got a very kind of temper tantrum-y type energy to this person. They're not very nice at all. They're basically just a spoilt little brat, and I think that they treat the people that are supposed to be close to them, they treat them with such disdain, because you know those horrible like teenagers who just kind of kick and scream until they get what they want. It's that kind of energy, and I think that throughout their life they've been surrounded by people who've just buckled to this. Okay, and things are finally starting to fall apart from them. Okay, I'm being told they are going to have to exit. They are going to have to exit. Now, in what sense? I don't know. It kind of feels a little bit more like exit the situation, exit the energy. Okay, I'm being told they are going to be given a choice, though, because they have free will and choice. Are they going to exit, which is the recommended route to take, or are they going to stick to their guns, let that ego take over, kick and scream, and continue and just go to dust? Okay, they go to dust. Okay, I feel also like this person has crossed the path of others with far more superiority. Okay, basically they've pissed somebody off with higher ranking, some baddies. Okay, so they need to watch their back regarding that. So I'm going to get the spill the tea out, and we'll see what these have to say. Right, so double crossed, trust in the process, smoke and mirrors. So double crossed, you may face betrayal or being double crossed. So this is this person coming in looking for information. Okay, they're under orders, I want to say, to double cross you. Trust in process. Okay, trust the progress of the relationship. Don't rush for answers. So I don't want to say that's in regard to a relationship. I feel like it's more in regard to Source has got your back. Just kind of go through it, as we said earlier, with that kind of King of Swords energy. You know, the time to say something, the time to expose something will come later, but it's not the right time just as of yet. Smoke and mirrors. Don't be fooled by appearances. So yeah, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going off here to try and catch you out. Okay. Mixed signals, and it's about having that trust and belief in yourself in regard to your intuition with what that's saying about this person, because like I say, I think that there could be although you're being advised to kind of, you know, sit back, monitor the situation, and the time to speak will be later. I do think that, because I feel like, how do I put this? So when this Freudian slip or similar happens, I think there could be a tendency to kind of call this person out on it. Okay, but you're being advised not to do that. Okay, now after that's happened, and you're being advised to kind of sit back, monitor it from a distance, if you want to call it that, I think that there might then be this tendency to kind of go, have I got it wrong? Have I made this up? Did I really hear that? And that's where this energy of kind of don't look back with rose-tinted glasses, accept what happened, is coming in. So mixed signals. The signals from someone are unclear and confusing. So it's designed to be that way, though, because this is where this smoke and mirrors energy comes in. Because, again, you know, 90% of spiritual war is psychological. If people can get into your head and start twisting and turning things, they most certainly will do. So it's about being very kind of guarded, having your wits about you, listening to your intuition, and reading people's energies if you can as well. Okay, we'll have a couple more. No, let's put them back in. Keep going. Okay. Yeah, they're saying don't be fooled by appearances. Okay, just because somebody looks nice, it doesn't mean that they are. Right. So authentic vibes. You find someone who resonates with your authentic vibe. Spill the beans. Someone is about to reveal everything, no holds barred. Unspoken tension. Tension lurks beneath the surface. Right, so I think what's going to happen here is somebody that you have a genuine, authentic connection to, I think that they're going to get wind of something that's going off in the background, and I think they're going to be the one to spill the beans, okay? And that's then going to cause this tension. I feel it's going to cause this tension with this creepy crawler that's coming in. And you're going to have to play the game a little bit subtly, because I feel like if they get wind that there's tension there at the wrong moment, I think that they're liable to scuttle off. Okay, and I feel like there's more to play out in this situation. There's some hidden truth that needs to come out, and I think it will come via this person. So this is why you're being advised to stay quiet. Okay, there you go. So unexpected revelation, a shocking revelation will change your perspective. Unfiltered truth. Someone will speak their unfiltered truth. So yeah, I think this is why you're being advised to kind of stay quiet at the moment, let this play out, because something will come to light, some truth. And I feel like it's a fairly big piece of the jigsaw puzzle on your story, on your journey. Okay, so yeah, there you go. If it resonated, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like as well, please, people. Like I say, if you want a personalised reading, they are available. just drop down to the video description there, find the Beacons AI link, same day guarantee from 10 quid, or book your phone and video chat from 25. And I look forward to seeing what happens. Good luck out there. Ta-ta.